Hi, welcome to Verse of the Day. My name is Brandon Hathaway. I'm the preacher at the West Side Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky, and this is
Me.
me. What's your name?
Lyndon
Hathaway. And he's one of our little guys at the West Side Church of Christ, aren't you? Yes, sir. And so today we are in 2 Thessalonians chapter 3. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3. And I'm going to start in what verse was it? Verse 7, and work our way through verse 9. 2 Thessalonians 3, starting in verse 7. It says, "For you yourselves know how you ought to imitate us, because we did not act in an unruly manner among you, nor did we eat anyone's bread without paying for it. But with labor and hardship we kept working night and day, so that we would not be a burden to any of you. Not because we do not have the authority, but in order to offer ourselves as a model for you, so that you would imitate us." The key point I want to bring out in these verses today is Paul bringing out the point that they had the authority, right? They had the authority to ask the brethren there to take care of them while they were with them, to put them up, to feed them, to even pay them for their labor, for their work, for preaching the Word of God, so that they could fully focus on doing the work of God. But just because one has that right, one has the authority to do something, doesn't always mean that we have to take advantage of that authority, of that thing, or that's the way it's going to be. And that's what I think we bring out here is Paul says, I had the right to ask for this and not have to pay for it, and work, do what we call secular work while with you, but I did. And he did it as an example for them. He did it so to help them to learn, to show them how they should be living, and so that they could imitate him. And so sometimes, though we have the right to ask of something, or the right to do something, doesn't always mean that we have to do that, and that's the way it should go this time. There might be something that we could do, or allow someone else to do it, to help them, to strengthen them, to allow them to get better at doing something. And so that's just something to keep in mind. Again, I like to let the men know here at Westside that just because I'm the what we call the full-time preacher here, I have no problem with any of the men saying, "Hey, I got a lesson I'd like to preach." I'll let them. I have no problem. I'm the one that's paid, but I enjoy listening to other people preach. I enjoy listening to other people teach, and I love to see when members are willing to step up. And so, just because this is the way it usually happens, or this is the way it's supposed to, does it mean the other way is wrong? Does it mean it's okay to let someone else do it? And, don't let things drive us in the wrong direction. Paul here was willing to do the opposite just to help teach others, right? So, again, as long as it's not breaking the scriptures, as long as it's not going against the Word of God. So, I want to thank you for joining me. I hope everybody has a blessed day. If the Lord is willing, we'll talk to you later.